Good morning. It is a beautiful rainy day here in the northwest Oregon. It's cold out, but I needed to get some stuff done today because yesterday Ben had his payday, so I gotta go to the health store and I gotta get a couple vitamins because I'm prepping my body for labor and delivery, for labor. And so on my list I have evening primrose oil in the gel caplets, and I don't know if you guys follow her, Naturally Thrifty Mom. She I think her name's Brittany, I want to say. She did this thing, and then so I was looking online to make sure when is the best time to do it, and they said 36 weeks is safe to do it, and I'm 36 weeks today. So I'm just going to take one capsule a day, one 36 weeks, and then when I turn 37 weeks I'll take one orally and then one as a suppository, not, just through the girl part. And then it'll increase one more time, like I'll take 2 orally and then 1 vaginally, and then at 39 weeks I'll take 2 and 2. So it is a big process, but I think I'm trying to do as much as I can on my side to try and make it so that so that my labor goes successful and that it's not like a 20-hour labor. My son's was 20 hours, and I know it's my second. I'm not going to have 20 hours of labor. I know that, but I wouldn't mind having a 6-hour labor. Just saying. So right now we're actually going to drop by my husband's work. We're going to go, and Josiah and I are going to have lunch there. Not sure if we're going to be able to see him or not, but we will see. So hopefully we can see him for a little bit. It's 11:19 right now, so it's not quite. Once it hits noon, he gets really, really busy. So he usually eats before that. But sometimes if he is kind of like the guy running things today, then he can kind of take a break and hang out with his family for a little bit. So he doesn't normally take breaks anyway. So we're gonna do that, and then I will get back to you guys in a little bit. See ya. Okay, so saw Ben at work. He was swamped, so we weren't able to really see him or talk to him. It was basically just like a friendly hi, and so we went ahead and Josiah and I got McDonald's. Yes, I get my kid McDonald's every once in a while. Usually we just get like a 6-piece nugget Happy Meal, and then I just share with him because he won't eat all the fries, he won't eat all the apples, he won't eat all the nuggets, and everything pretty much fills me up anyway. No? What do you want, bud? Do you want apples? I don't know what you did with your cookie. I think you ate it all. Apple? Apple. Got it? Okay. Sorry, that was probably rude of me to eat in front of you guys. Yeah, and then I just share his food, and I just get like, they have like $1, like all soft drinks are $1, so I just got like a Sprite. So now we're going to the health food store and get my vitamins. And I think the only other vitamin that I was really planning on like getting is the magnesium aspartate. It was something that my old midwife suggested to me, and there's this person right next to me who's looking at me funny, and she says that with all the deliveries that she ever had, like the women that took magnesium like supplements, it really helped like progress with their labor. So like the evening primrose oil is getting my uterus ready to help me like dilate in a phase, and then the magnesium is supposed to be for helping with my labor. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, it's good for you to have magnesium in your system anyway. Sorry for the burp, that's probably nasty. So yeah, I know that a lot of our bodies lack magnesium, and so yeah. Want another apple? don't get mad at me. You're just gonna have to wait because I don't know what you want. You need to use your words if you want something. And oh my gosh, this bus like is gonna run into me. Holy cow, person. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and I don't think that there is anything else. I know that Ben gets off at 3, so I know that we're probably gonna be dropping by the store, like Walmart or something, because I need to get some stuff for myself, like deodorant and hairspray, and just need to get a couple things like around the house, like vinegar, and we need to get some like stain remover and stuff like that. So it's like once payday comes, all the money is gone. It really sucks. So I'll go ahead and talk to you guys later. It is so cold outside. So went into the health food store. By the way, if you guys ever like want to buy vitamins and stuff like that, I highly recommend going to a health food store because they're trained to know certain things. You want the toy? Transformer. That's cool. Or something. Power Ranger? I don't know what that is. And so, and the lady was really nice and like, well, let's get you the best for your dollar. So she was really, really nice and helpful, and I was able to get this for like 10 bucks. It's 100 soft gels, and so that should be hopefully enough till after I have the baby. I'll probably still take 1 or 2 while I'm breastfeeding anyway, just to use them up because I don't like waste vitamins. So it is so cold outside, so we're gonna go home now, and we're gonna put Josiah down for a nap because it is his nap time. It is cold out. It's just rainy and icky. Oh. So I love Oregon summers, but I absolutely hate like the cold and the rain sometimes. It just gets depressing after a while. But that's why Oregon's so beautiful and green in summer, because of all the rain we get. So I'm going to go ahead and do my week 36 pregnancy vlog. I might as well, right? And I wanted to let you guys know about like my midwife and how that went. And I'm actually going to start posting my blogs, which will have more details to it. I was able to change some stuff in my blog, and my biggest thing was my last name was on my blog and I didn't want that anymore, so I was able to change the URL address and blah blah blah. So I had to fix all that before putting it out on YouTube everywhere, because I wasn't comfortable with putting my last name on YouTube. So anyway, yeah, my midwife appointment went so wonderful. Met my midwife. She is a woman from West Africa, so she is an African American woman, and she was just the sweetest thing ever. I mean, my husband and I went in there, and immediately when I met her, we were comfortable with her. And my husband even said so. His exact words were, "Babe, she is by far my most favorite midwife out of all the midwives we've ever met or had." So she's a keeper, definitely. She's done quite a few home births also, and she still does home births on the side. So I did mention to her and say that if we are still living where we're at now and we haven't moved across the state, then I would love to have her as my midwife for a home birth. The reason why we don't have a home birth right now is because the main reason is because we live in a townhome, so it's connected to other places, so we only have one neighbor which we kind of share a wall with. And I don't want to be in labor and moaning, and I don't know exactly if I'm going to be loud or not during labor. So I don't want them to hear me. And I mean, yeah, I'm okay with birthing at a hospital just because my house, I mean, thin walls and stuff. I mean, we always hear them coughing and stuff, so I'm pretty sure they can hear, you know, us too. With my son crying, they just don't say anything. They're nice enough to not. So I'm gonna save them the agony of hearing me moan in labor. Sorry, my camera is all over the place. I have this new doodad that kind of keeps the phone up, so I'm not holding the phone, but it keeps sliding around, and I didn't situate it before I left. So anyway, absolutely love her. Her name is Mabel, and she will be my midwife for the birth. The hospital I'm birthing at is a water birth hospital. They have the option of a water birth, and one of the things I did talk to her about, which was a concern to me, because you know how hospitals, they have you, especially if you have an OB, they have you lying on your back when you are trying to push your baby out. Okay, well here's the thing. Your pelvis is going to be smaller if you do it that way. And also, so you're not taking the full advantage of how your pelvis should be if you were like squatting or doing like a on all fours type of thing. And so basically she told me, she goes, when I first came, she has a very thick accent too, so she did ask us if we couldn't understand her to ask her to repeat it or something so she can reword it or something, but I could understand her just fine, just because I'm used to, back in the day when I used to work around like Hispanic women and men, and they had very thick accents, and I've just been around very thick accent people, Russian and Mexican and Filipino, everything. So I'm kind of used to that. She is just so sweet. We just fell in love with her. So she said when she came to America and she first saw a birth at a hospital, she had to laugh, and everyone around her asked, "Why are you laughing?" She goes, "Women in Africa do not birth like that. They squat when they push their baby out, and your pelvis is bigger when you're squatting. You're going with the gravity when you're squatting and you're pushing your baby out. It's just so much better that way, period." Basically, you need to have your vagina down and not up in the air. So that was my concern, and she totally fixed that right away, made me feel quite at home, and was like, "We're not going to have you birth on your back. The closest you're going to get to your back is on your side," which that's how I birthed him, was on my side. So that was okay with me. And she just kind of made it sound like, whatever you want to do, that's exactly what she said, whatever you want to do, whatever's comfortable for you. You're the one that's delivering your baby. If we do deliver in the water, she did say I can pull my own baby out. She did tell me to write a birth plan so that all the nurses at the hospital, because she's more of a, natural person to be doing things, but sometimes the nurses at the hospital need like written stuff, like something typed out for them to see, which I'm okay with. So I'm going to be doing that, writing a birth plan. And if you guys want to know my birth plan, I'll definitely talk to you guys about that, what exactly I want, because now that I'm not birthing at a birth center, I need to be specific in what I want for my birth. So I'm okay with writing out a birth plan, and I'm going to make quite a few copies of it. And my doula, Brittany, she wants to meet with me and my husband. So we're close friends anyway with her and her husband, so we're just going to have dinner sometime next week to discuss, like, she's going to show my husband different ways to help me to relax, and different things that he can do, because she has a baby that she's still breastfeeding. Her little girl's like just a little over a year, and so she says that she might need to take a break to feed her or go home, or her husband needs to bring her up or something. So totally okay with that. But during that time, my husband's going to need to step in, and both of them will be partnering up together to make me feel good. So anyway, other than that, at the midwife appointment, we did the swab thing. It's hospital policy to do that anyway. They said that if I did not do it, then I wouldn't have been able to birth there at all. However, if it comes back positive, I asked her if I can take it again in 2 weeks, so I can not have antibiotics or whatever kind of medication that they give me. And she says that's fine, I can take it in 2 weeks if it's positive and try and get a negative result. And if not, then I'll just get a couple doses of antibiotics for that, and it's just through an IV, and I will not be, whoops, there we go again, and I will not be hooked up to an IV the entire time. So, you see, you guys fell off. So that's going to be really, really good, because that was also one of my concerns, is that I did not want to be hooked up to machines the entire time. She said that we're going to be checking your baby with a Doppler every certain amount of time. I don't remember how many minutes she said. I think it was like every 20 minutes that she said that they have to check with the Doppler if I'm in the water, which is fine with me, just as long as I'm not disturbed. She totally supports a very quiet very dim light environment. She told me to bring my own CDs, bring my own music, whatever I want to do. I can birth in my own clothes if I want to. I can birth completely naked if I want to. So it truly is going to be what I want to be, and so I'm really looking forward to it. Everything is measuring right on track. I am 157 now, and fundal height is right on track with the baby, so she's still growing healthy. She's still growing at a steady pace. She did mention that she thinks my baby might be like a half a pound to a pound smaller than my son was. My son was 7 pounds 6 ounces, which is pretty average. So she says girls tend to be a little bit smaller, so she definitely could be closer to the 6 pounds. So I'm okay with that too, not a big deal. I would rather birth a small baby than a big baby. So, and if she's not 6 pounds and she ends up being 7 pounds or 8, that's not a big deal either. She was just telling me that that's a possibility, and my baby could be substantially smaller than my son. So, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. Did the screen swab. I got to meet the nurse that checked me in, and she was just the sweetest thing. Oh my gosh, she was so sweet. And just like everyone there, I mean, like, my husband and I'll just say it, we're Christians. And they had like some Christian music playing in the background, which was really, really cool. So, and it's not like my husband and I are hardcore, we listen to Christian music 100% of the time. I mean, yeah, we don't. So we were just like really surprised and like pleasantly surprised that they were playing Christian music in the background at their office. And they had like lots of cool toys and movies for kids to play with, so when I go there with my son, then he's very much entertained. And even like Mabel, she says, bring your son next time, I would love to see and meet him. So that's going to be really fun. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go ahead and go inside my house. I'll show you guys a belly shot, and I will probably see you guys next week. Alright guys, this is week 36 belly shot. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how big she is now. And excuse the mess behind me, it's my sewing area, and it's always and probably will stay that way until we move. So here she is. And I'm just wearing regular pants, or not maternity jeans. So here she is. I just got done doing a cooking thing, so if you see any stains on my shirt, and that might be why. There she is. And then there's she's belly. And yay, look at all those stretch marks. Aren't they lovely? You can definitely see I've kind of slimmed down quite on the sides because I haven't been gaining any weight, but that's okay. She's completely healthy and growing. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next week.